We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos from back at their own 10-yard line. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Walker now on first and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Walker. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. He completes this to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. It's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Finding Williams on the check down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. And Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform. He went 104, 53-1 in the regular season. Threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns. A Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. And, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. I think the hope is with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that.
It's the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him back. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Wilson throw brought in by Sutton. And they're going to work this down at the 32-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there. Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Extra point up and through by scores. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Check contact. No switch. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here we go on 4th. Smith targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trey Brown. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Wilson will throw again. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, Reed, go!
They'll fake it. Now Smith. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Straight ahead, Walker. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Let's go now.
Now Gino on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead out to 17-3. So the lead extended at this point. You say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result,